Hello. Today I'll talk about Lion of Senet by Jennifer Fallon, book one of the Second Sons trilogy. In this series, the world is called Ranadon and it has two suns as a planet. If in this binary star system one of the suns disappears, disaster follows. We see the story revolves around two nations, Senet and Devin. Devin consists of islands which are hot, many volcanoes, and their eruptions make the place prone to earthquakes, and as a consequence, extremely large waves hit the islands. The name of the series, Second Sons, can give us double meaning. It tells the story of second sons of two very powerful noble families and also refers to the second son that shines in that world. The first sun sets, but the second sun does not. And almost 20 years ago, the second sun disappeared from the sky, and that brought the Dark Age or the Age of Darkness. High Priestess Belagren knew when the sun will appear again through a genius mathematician. She claimed that goddess speaks to her and conspired to make the ruler of Senate to sacrifice his youngest son just before the sun came in the sky. The priestess tried to establish that only the human sacrifice made the goddess bring the sun back to them. Many believed in the priestess, and others believed in science and mathematics. That led to a civil war and kingdom fell. We see the conflict between science and religion throughout the book. The story starts when an ex king, Johann, ends up on the shore of an island, Elgast, after a shipwreck. Dirk, the main character, also the second son of the Duke Walin of Elcast, rescues him from the shore. When Antonov, Lion of Senet, gets the news, he comes to Elcast to take back the ex-king Johann to Senet as a prisoner. Antonov brings his two sons. His second son is Kushov, obviously, is a prominent character here. Belagren, the high priestess, also joins them. It is the old rivalry from the past war that comes alive. It is the politics, dirty, cruel, ruthless politics that describes the book perfectly. Action is not prominent, rather, there is action revolving around political killings, blackmailing to gain power. At the beginning, there are many characters introduced at once, making it confusing for a reader to understand what is really going on. And the author took the world building to a later stage. Only then readers relate that world building as a background to understand the characters and their actions. And many of the main characters are teenagers with their emotions, angers, romantic and sexual adventures. The teenagers were playing, or since from powerful families, were bound to play the subtle games of politics that shape the storyline. Women were mostly either anxious, helpless mothers trying to save their offsprings, or prostitutes always scheming and even utilizing sex as a tool to achieve more power and control. It was frustrating as a reader. And there is no magic, no dragons or elf. The author gave all the indications that, as a whole, the society of the world is based on logic and science, and that it is not a magical world like many other fantasy books we read or see around. One thing I want to mention, the characters did things that seemed forced. It does not go with their type. So I should say it was too much dramatic, full of melodrama. To say something or to share feelings or a piece of information can solve so many issues. But to create that melodrama, the characters were not allowed to do those, which would have been quite normal for them, considering the story or their character description, character development. But if, as a reader, you can swallow the melodrama, if you can let it go, it would be a great book. The political intrigue and again the conflict between science and religion will keep you glued to the book. Take care. God be with you.